Yo, it's where Marcus and Morsini back on the video. Today we're going to talk about Codm Comics in the following season, which is 2021. Yeah, man, I just kind of wanted to do this series. I feel like people are kind of, not looking at the way from I'm looking at it, right? So when these comics are like super detailed, and the more I dive into them, the more detail I see put into them, and it's just very I don't know, right? So the first time I read through, I didn't really click on them right because it wasn't loading. But every time you click on one of these sections, right, like 14-7, top left corner, you can basically open up the comics for that section and then read down, like scroll down and read them. So like what you're looking at now is not the comics, that's like the chapters. I didn't realize it the first time. It might make sense to some people. It should have made sense to me. So I didn't read the first ones right. So I just went back and read them, and now I'm reading these for this video. So I didn't realize that until halfway through recording this when I saw that like that's how you are supposed to do it. And now that I've seen that, I feel like a moron, but here I am. Now, I know this isn't really my normal thing, right? Like this is just like a kind of a comics overview. It's not really COD Mobile. I'm not really going to be playing the game much as of right now. Like I haven't been playing. I'm kind of taking a break the last day or two, which is why you haven't seen the uploads daily. That's what it should be, and that's supposed to be the goal. But for now, I've kind of got to take a little hiatus and work on some other things. So you aren't going to see as many videos posted until whatever video comes out where I say I'll be back on the grind or whatever. It is a grind, right? I've been doing this pretty consistently for about 3.5 years. I've made 2 videos a day pretty much that entire time, give or take a couple of months where I have like some other things that I have to do and I literally can't make one. So yeah, with that being said, I just want to address that. Getting back into the actual comics, man, I do really enjoy it. I do think it's pretty cool. I do feel like the people this is geared for, maybe younger people. Me, I'm getting a little older. I'm 26. This isn't necessarily something I'm against, but like comics, I'm just getting older. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm actually doing I'm watching all the Marvel movies. I'm making like a in order, right? So like I do understand comics. I understand like why people like them. I'm more of a movie guy. Like I've never read a single Marvel comic, but I understand where that's coming from. And as somebody who's a huge fan of the Call of Duty world, Call of Duty timeline, Call of Duty campaign, multiplayer zombies, I do really appreciate this kind of thing. Like I understand the thought and time that's put into this. I feel like it's probably a good bit of time, a good bit of thought from these people, the developers who are putting it together. So I do have like an appreciation for it. So that being said, I think it's a total waste of time. Now, I'm addressing this in every single one of these videos because I just feel like I gotta talk about it. The time they put in these comics, the more I dive into them, the more time I've seen that they've put into it, right? Like they've put in a ton of time into these comics. How many people that play COD Mobile, right, out of the 1 million plus concurrent players or whatever the player base is, how many of them have read the comics? Like they're not even easy to find. You have to go into your battle pass, then go to the comment section, then scroll to whatever comics you want to read, right? Obviously, people aren't probably keeping up with any of them. I've never seen a single person make a video on COD Mobile Comics. Like, as far as I know, this is the first video made about it. And I've been playing this game for years. So, I don't know what's up with that. I feel like they're good. Like, you know what I mean? Like this right here, introducing these characters, Stansfield, Dr. Death, or whoever else. Like, I enjoy it. I think it's fun to read. I see the potential in this and it being something that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like a good group of people will enjoy it. I just feel like that's not necessarily their target demographic. Like I don't feel like COD players are really looking for this, and this is something they're interested in. Now maybe this is something that's like now that I think about it, right? Like your APAC or Asian servers or whatever. I feel like they would love this, right? They love the anime collabs. They probably read your mangas, whatever. Yeah, mangas like comics essentially, but like Asian or whatever. I feel like that kind of thing does way better over there, right? Like Gundam, isn't Gundam a Asian thing? That's like a, whatever you call it, manga. So like comics and mangas got to be similar, right? Like they got to be. I don't know for a fact. I'm just kind of, spitballing here, but I feel like that's very similar. You know what I mean? Like books about superheroes or whatever the books might be about. There's like little books. I don't know. I feel like it's this as a feature in Com Mobile. If this was only an APAC or whatever server you want to call that, Chinese server, if this was like their feature, it would make way more sense. For it to be in here and be one of our features in NA or maybe even EU, like my comments on this, like people have never read these. People have no idea what the comics are. They have no sort of grasp of it. Like nobody reads it. And I was talking to some friends that I played with the last time I played and asked them if they read the comics. They didn't even know the comics were in the game. So I'm over here trying to read through all these comics people don't even know exists. So I feel like it's just not really, you know what I mean? Like it's missing the mark. And for the amount of time they're putting into it each and every season, I feel like they would be much better served working on like anything else with the game, right? Zombies. If they put all the time that was put in the comics over the years into zombies, that would be a much better mode. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, I did enjoy this season of comics right here. Season 10, Season 11, the final show. I did enjoy them. I really like the General Shepard introduction in here, where it's like the scene from Modern Warfare 2 campaign. It's like it's the most well-known campaign mission. Nah, maybe not mission, but one of the most well-known campaign missions where General Shepard betrays Ghost and shoots him, right? And that's in here. But this time, I don't think he betrays him. Like, it's a different thing. So, I think it's cool. I love that. I'm a big fan of the COD campaigns over the years. Would be pretty cool to see right here, as you can see right here, 1913 and 1914 is that, like, part of the comics. It's got some different things to it, right? This little girl, whoever's hopping out, stuff like that. I still think it's cool, regardless of what they did with it. If they changed it up, how it works, how it is, or whatever, it didn't matter. Still think it's really cool. I think they did a good job with it. I do think for what the comics are supposed to be, it is good. I just feel like it misses the demographic of people who would be interested into it just by being here. I just don't know. I don't know a single person who's read these outside of one guy in my comment section who told me I should read them. With that being said, that kind of covers that. I feel like, you can kind of dive into these on your own. It's kind of a sad part right here in this comic. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. Letting you guys know. Be a little slower on the videos going forward until otherwise told. And I'll pick it back up. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. It's been your boy Marcus Morcini. I'm out of here. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.